record and absorb the subculture.
And what you've just been listening to is the ultimate in recorded sound. It will make all conventional disc and cassette systems obsolete. It's dustproof, scratch-proof, digitally recorded, read by a laser, and it's called the compact disc.
Hey everybody, welcome to Midnight Cherry TV. We're doing a first episode, episode 1, season 1 of the Daily Disc. Let's see if I can't get that in focus there. There we go, guys. But the Daily Disc here is going to be 20 straight days of compact disc reviews. We're gonna fill up this this nice little old school retro CD holder here. But we got to start with episode 1. So again, this is Midnight Cherry TV. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure, of course, you hit the like button or the dislike button, or make sure you subscribe or unsubscribe, whatever you're feeling. Maybe you're turned off. Maybe you're excited. Maybe you never watched the channel before. But if you've never seen Midnight Cherry TV, we're going to take a look at a little bit of content, give you a little bit of just something to watch, something to listen to maybe. So the way this is going to go down, I'm going to review this this compact disc. We're going to put it in this CD holder, and I'm going to give you a review. I'm going to give you a couple scores. I'm going to give you some of my top tracks, and we'll go from there. I'm going to have a little drink of my cherry cream soda to get you ready for a CD review here, a music review here on Midnight Cherry TV. But today we're looking 2003 guy, the Dandy Warhols. Welcome to the Monkey House. So this is kind of one of these albums where the band, they weren't in love with the way it turned out, but it was a hit album in pretty much everywhere except the United States. In the U.S., I want to say this probably was like a top 200 album, but overseas, a lot of places it was top 100, top 50, top 10 in probably the U.K., I believe. But let's take a look at this cover first. I love looking at album covers. But of course, the Power Compact Disc, you can hold an album cover in your hand like this, not like an old school record. But there it is, guys. Excuse this little damage here. I did have this taped up on the wall at one point back in the day. But so it's a combination. Basically, it's a combination of Velvet Underground, their old school Andy Warhol cover, combined with Sticky Fingers. If you're a Rolling Stones fan out there, of course, the zipper. There should be a telltale sign of that one. The actual cover, the actual album liner notes, pretty much just photos of the band. Dandy Warhols have been around since the mid-90s. I think they're still making music as far as I know. See, got some taped up stuff. Damage. I got damage all over my my Dandy Warhols album. But yeah, you get some you get all the credits. All the liner notes, pretty decent liner note. I mean, it's just photos, pretty good photos nonetheless. No lyrics, but honestly, I would give this album cover out of 10. I'm gonna rank this pretty high, guys. I'm gonna give it an 8.5, 8.5 out of 10. That's I enjoy the Velvet Underground album. And, of course, Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers is a classic. So I like the homage. Of course, the name of the album, Welcome to the Monkey House. If you are a fan of the group, you've maybe heard the album. If you aren't, I'm going to give you a little information. So Dandy Warhols, if you're not aware, they were kind of the stars along with the Brian Jonestown Massacre of the documentary film Dig. So if you haven't seen Dig, D-I-G, exclamation point. Is one of the better music documentaries probably of all time, in my opinion. But the Dandy Warhols were the stars of that. They kind of started off way more kind of underground, very alternative. They kind of had a unique sound. Courtney Taylor, the lead singer, is kind of a interesting character. So if you judge bands by the looks of the band, you might be attracted or turned off, depending on how you look at that. But let's take a look at the tracks, guys. We got Welcome to the Monkey House, of course, the intro. We've got let's see if I can't get that in better focus, guys. Might be kind of hard. There we go. We Used to Be Friends, which was the theme song Veronica Mars. So if you're a television fan from back in the day, back in the 2000s, We Used to Be Friends was the theme song of Veronica Mars. And then you've got Plan A, Wonderful You, Scientist, I Am Over It, the Dandy Warhols, Love Almost Everyone, Insincere, The Last High, Heavenly, I Am Sound, Rock Bottom, and You Come and Burned. So Burned, I believe, was used on the re-release of this album. So give you a quick story here, guys. So Welcome to the Monkey House came out in 2003. It was produced by Nick Rhodes, the keyboardist from Duran Duran. So if you're an 80s new wave music fan, this album is kind of gets labeled as a new wave album because of Nick Rhodes' influence. So the album is it's very bombastic compared to previous Dandy Warhol's albums. It's a lot of synth, a lot of keyboards. I'm a big Duran Duran fan, so I do like this Dandy Warhol's album. I have been a Dandy Warhol's fan from before this album. A lot of people, this was kind of the album they didn't like. They thought it was a little too poppy, a little too much pop for the average kind of indie underground Dandy Warhol's fan. I believe Pitchfork. I do not like Pitchfork, but Pitchfork gave it a real low review. But it has continued on. It's got kind of its own little mythology. But as far as the album, I like it. I think overall I would give it. I'd give it an 8, guys. I'd give it an 8. I really do enjoy this album. I would say the 4 best tracks. I like to look at an album and kind of, if it's got 4 great tracks, then I think it can be a great album. I think that's kind of the starting point. But I would say We Used to Be Friends, of course. The Veronica Mars theme song is great. I am a big fan of Plan A, which was one of their singles, I believe, overseas. Scientist is pretty good, but I would say The Last High and probably I Am Over It. Yeah, I would say that the top 4 tracks, according to Midnight Cherry TV here at the Midnight Cherry Compact Disc Music Archives, I would say The Last High, We Used to Be Friends, Plan A, and I Am Over It. Those are your top 4 tracks for this Capitol Records album. Let's make sure you guys can see that one. Inside the CD, you do get the lyrics to the intro song, the Welcome to the Monkey House intro, which is pretty much only a minute and a half. Now, if you guys decide to check out this album, let me kind of make it clear. It is kind of a new wave, kind of alternative rock album. There's obviously guitars. You do get some little horns here and there. It's definitely a lot of synthesizer. You get tracks that might be 4 minutes long that are kind of real upbeat, keyboard kind of dance, almost dancey kind of tracks. But then you also might get a 2-minute slow down kind of indie alt sort of kind of lyric heavy tracks. So you're gonna get a lot of different stuff on this album, but it's all gonna be kind of, in my opinion, kind of upbeat, kind of very kind of 80s. It will give you the feeling of the 80s, guys. If that's what you're looking for in a CD from 2003. This was recorded in 01, 02. It came out in 03. The Veronica Mars song, I believe, I want to say Veronica Mars came out in probably the mid to late 2000s. Of course, it did have a movie. I believe they used the theme song in the movie as well. But again, Welcome to the Monkey House. I'm going to give it an 8 as far as music quality. And an 8.5 as far as album cover. It is a quality. It has held up. I've had the CDs probably since 2003, so not quite broken. Of course, the album cover a little damaged, but we can put that in here, guys. We're gonna put it in our CD holder. We're gonna fill this up. Next tomorrow, come back tomorrow. We'll be looking at maybe Average White Band, maybe Cypress Hill, maybe the Gilmore Girls soundtrack. You never know what you're gonna get. We got 20 straight days, so come back tomorrow for another episode of the Daily Disc, and I'm gonna kind of take you out with a complete track from this album of my choosing. So sit back, relax, and listen to my chosen track. Give you guys a little bit of flavor of the Dandy Warhols, Welcome to the Monkey House. Again, 8.5 for cover, 8 for music. It's a pretty high ranking to begin with, guys. So hope you enjoy it and enjoy your day. Come back tomorrow for another daily disc. Of course, make sure to leave a comment, guys. Let me know. Do you want to listen to more Dandy Warhols? Do you want to get this album? Do you dislike the daily disc? Either way, let me a comment here on Midnight Cherry TV, and we'll see you again for another episode.
See if we can do this in one take.
With hardware and software both lined up, compact discs may well rule the roost, at least until someone perfects a method of putting Beethoven's Ninth on a silicon chip. Don't laugh. I'm assured that that day, in fact, is not too far off.